What's going on, fellas? Drama 22. Give me a little live update. You can see here the draft is going on. We picked up a linebacker. Looks pretty damn good. You might have to. I can't give you his numbers. Darn it. Actually, hold up. Yeah, I can. Here we go. So, fourth pick. Okay, we had a lot of Sims, so I'm not that bad of a player. But also, our offense, we actually made a change. More on that later. We're not going to run the Coen offense this year, but we'll talk about that later. But this guy right here is pretty good. I mean, he's a middle backer who's probably the best one in the draft. You see the speed, gotta love that. Strength, agility. I mean, he's pretty damn good. Oops. And you can see that he has power. He actually has finesse and power moves ape. So that's interesting, right? Why is that interesting? Well, this scheme of defense and also when it comes to awareness, play rec, zone coverage, he's a generational player in my opinion. He's probably going to be like an 80 something. But he's going to be that middle linebacker mainly in that penny package, right? And he's going to be blitzing a good amount. So usually we're trying to get him to come up that middle A gap by scheme and come free, but sometimes he's not going to. So now we know he could potentially win all the time. So that's really good. The only bad thing you can see that his stamina is a D. I'm not sure why. That's weird. So I may not be able to have him on the field on third down. So we'll see how that goes. I don't want him to get hurt. I have two more picks coming up in the second round, and let me just show you what I was going to do in the draft. I had a decision to make. I actually still have this guy on the board. You see the defensive tackle spot. You see the top three. I have these players that I'm looking at. I'm praying that one of these guys fall to the second round, and that would be really good because that's my other need. And then I also have a need here at defensive end. So we can get one of these guys. These guys here can probably play D end as well in the 3-4 system. So what I did in the free agency would be interesting, I think, enough to talk about. So this is something that I didn't plan on. I didn't really know if I was going to get that linebacker. I kind of hedged my bets here and I went out and I picked up a free agent of Dre Greenlaw, who was an off the ball backer, right? So we know that, guys. I am not trying to be unrealistic here, but I told you guys, if you run this system, you can potentially take an outside linebacker who is like a run and hit linebacker and let him play that edge. All right. Who is that? Van Ginkel? Is it Van Ginkel? I think that's his name. I mean, he is more of a pass rusher than he is a dropper, but this is Madden. So I will potentially use Dre Greenlaw as that outside edge player who's going to be that left outside linebacker that in this defense drops more than the right. So I'm thinking that's where he's going to start, and then he can easily move inside on passing downs. Right, he could be that guy that stays on the field all the time, and then we can let our new guy leave. I picked up Mosley as just a backer, a mentor. You know what I mean, inside backer. And then what I did is Chop Robinson's really the best pass rushing backer that I have right here. So he's over there on the right side as the 3-4 right end. Hopefully he gets a lot of sacks this year. Chubb is his backup. He's kind of aging out right now. We got some other young guys. So we still are 3-4 base. The only thing I have here is one player as Greenlaw as that extra kind of hybrid player. Now, because I did that, I'm going to potentially try to maybe just, from a strategy standpoint, I'm probably going to move Irving over to the right side. And I'm probably going to go get me another true hybrid, like a guy that's like, I'm trying to think, there's a guy that plays on Denver, Sanders. I think his name is Drew Sanders. He's like the type of guy I would love to get, taller, probably like 6'4", but like in that 240 range. But he can play, as a stand up edge, and he can also play as a bubble backer inside. So that's probably what I'm going to go look for. And to me, that's kind of the best way to build this defense out. You can run it from a 4-3, but I think still having the 3-4 inside backers is the inside D lineman is the best way to go. And go from there. So hopefully, when I'm gonna hopefully draft here pretty soon. I'll keep the film running. Let's see what happens. Well, let's be honest. I'm gonna get an interior player. We're not gonna keep this film running. I don't want to keep you guys here forever. This is like a quick little update. But hopefully, when I get to my spot here, I know that one of these three guys better be here. I hope it's one of these two because I actually have these guys scouted out pretty well. Okay, so you can see actually, I just noticed that Heron is actually a second, third round talent. What is wrong with this guy? How come nobody's picking this guy up? All right. But even if I just have to take a guy, a body, one of these guys is going to be on my team and they're going to start at either defensive end or defensive tackle. All right. And that's it. The team is pretty much set. Let me just show you. I didn't really make any other big moves that I think that are worth talking about. But offensively, I said I'll come back to that. So okay, so the Coen offense in the NFL game, I haven't really kind of studied it yet enough to kind of be good at it. I've kind of messed around with using McVay's offense, the LA playbook a little bit, and I haven't really studied even the Tampa playbook yet. But the problem is this league in general is there's a lot of drop balls. The quarterback accuracy is pretty tough. So I'm gonna go back to my Texas Coast offense. If you guys want to learn that offense, I did it basically for Madden 24. It's the best offense I've played with when it comes to balance, running, and passing with a little bit of college style mixed in there. But if you watch the Cowboys over the past couple of years, that's pretty much what it is. It's going to stay the same with Schottenheimer. It's going to be a good balanced offense. Get the ball into your playmaker's hands. So I'm going to get the ball out of my hand of the quarterback and get it into Waddle. I picked up Tank Dell. Weber's going to be the third guy. I decided just to keep him as a third receiver. I don't think he's that special to be a number two yet. Kind of went back on that one. Decker should have a year that he should probably be one of the better players. Okay. And then, we have I already said we have our running back. Picked up Patrick Ricard to play fullback for me. So I'm pretty happy with the offense. I think this team would be very good running this style. I may not get a chance to play all my games. I'm probably going to play about half of them. So my stats at the end of the year won't reflect how powerful the offense will be. But I do believe that the games that I play, I'll post them for you guys if you want to watch. I think it'll be a good little beginning point to get you ready for maybe next year, maybe thinking about your scheme going into the next cycle. A nice balanced West Coast scheme that's not necessarily wide zone based, it's more inside zone based, and then it has a little bit of spread to it mixed in. I'm very good at running it. It's very clean. My play call sheet is pretty much the best one I've made so far. Is that one? If you guys want me to post it, I will. And then the defense, you get to watch this exciting pressure, frustrates people. I'm telling you, it's a really good counter versus people that come out in compression sets. It's the best defense that I have against compression sets. I actually love it when people come out in compression all day. This defense is meant to just terrorize those type of people. All right. I don't really have a breakdown on that defense yet. Maybe I kind of will do it a little bit here, just kind of, give you a little bit. I do, just so you guys know, my Patreon is gone. Okay. I'm not working on my Patreon. It's not there anymore. Everything I do would just be here on this YouTube page for free. But I'm not going to probably give a lot of scheme on defense right now. I think this defense, you just have to watch it and just kind of notice some of the things that I've done. I'm not going to go through all of the pressure setups and things like that because I think some of those pressure setups, they're there to beat the coverage. And sometimes you have to do some things to beat coverage that just work well. You know what I mean? So I'm not here to advertise stuff like that. But you guys can just take a look at it, figure it out yourself. And if you like the style of defense, I think you'll like it. So we'll come back to it. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling. You guys, I appreciate you guys still following the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot more like just football stuff like this, just talking ball. We'll probably get back into some real life football stuff here soon. Just talking about football techniques, what we see. Maybe we can do a little bit of, I can't really look at college film. It's hard to do that on YouTube. A lot of that stuff gets red flagged. So I can't do that for you. But if you want to do draft breakdowns, things like that. So anyway, watch my games, follow my other channel. I'll put the link in the description below. That one has all my gameplay stuff in there. A lot of that stuff I upload later on. I don't make it live all the time, but sometimes I do have a live game here and there. So if you guys are just looking for new ideas, you guys just want to follow what I'm doing, I always put down the description of the offense and the defense, and then my opponent, what type of opponent I played. Are they sim? Are they not sim? Are they competitive style? MUT style, whatever. All right. So, all right, man. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Hopefully, I got my picks coming up here soon. Let me just take a look real quick. Hopefully, that guy who's the number one pick is still there. He's still there. I don't know what is wrong with this defensive tackle. 21 years old. Nobody wants him. Now I'm kind of scared. But anyway, I'm going to take him if he's still there. I got about like 10 more picks to go. All right. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace.